Yeah, copyright that, bitches. All right, bro. We're live. You want to put your headphones on? I'm going to make it so they can see us.
Love bitches.
All right, bro. Are you motherfucking ready? Woo! All right, here we go.
Is it the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid, juggalo world for us all to enjoy. We'll never die alone.
What the fuck is up, juggalos? Welcome. This is Deck One Dealt, the premier Juggalo podcast, the only one worth listening to, without a doubt, except for stuff like DC Fago Guy and Beneath Dirt. My name's Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy, and this is my main man, Carver, a.k.a.
Carlo, yo.
What's up? What's been going on, dude?
Not much, man. Just like always. Just living life.
Yeah.
Loving life. Not always loving life, but you know.
Living is fantasy, or whatever. You just remind me of Heart and Soul. The burden in your heart.
Heart and Soul.
Man,
we was listening to that yesterday
it's good.
in the car on the way to the store. My
Yeah?
brother was with me.
That's sweet.
We're banging that. Good song.
It's hard not to, man. That song is a certified banger.
It really is.
Bro, show them your cool Mighty Death Pop you got.
Oh, I mean, come on, guys. We're showing juggalos.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, ordered that off eBay.
That's cool, man. I didn't know it was like hard to find or like rare. I didn't know. I had no idea.
I've never owned this album, so I ordered it. You know, after we reviewed it, I was like, man, I want to own that.
Yeah.
You know, and I've seen people do reviews of it and, you know, unbox it or whatever. At least show it, you know, with like the camera above it.
Yes.
I've seen that kind of shit, and I knew what it looked like for the most part, but I forgot it had this little cool thing.
This blew my fucking wig back, dude. This like
Yeah.
lenticular, like, oh, that looks good on the pod right there too.
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea it had that. That's so fucking tight.
It makes me appreciate the, you know, the drawing a little bit more.
Yeah, dude. The design and packaging for Mighty Death Pop is 10 out of 10.
One of their best, yeah.
It's fucking great.
I really forgot, like, God, man, this is some great packaging. I mean, like I said, we were going over this the other week, and, you know, we're blowing this up pretty, you know.
Yeah, we
we're,
loved Yum Yum.
Yeah, we're gassing this up, right?
Mhm.
And then I look at this one, I'm like, man, this Mighty Death Pop, Bang Pa Boom era, man, that was a big era. I mean, a lot of promotion, a lot of packaging money went into this.
And once again, we were both at that time kind of like out of it. We were like
Yeah.
on the low swing of our Juggalo days. Like,
Yeah, I definitely stopped buying physical stuff by
Sure.
then, for sure. Even Bang Pa Boom, I didn't, you know, buy the physical Bang Pa Boom. I liked the album. I had it downloaded or whatnot, or, you know, whatever I did. I had it.
You know what I found interesting is when I was looking at Mighty Death Pop on Wikipedia, during the seminar that gathering year, they said that this might be like Death Pop might be their last physical release. I thought that was funny because
Really? Yeah.
I think it was just they were getting with the times, and that's why
Yeah.
he was saying that. But it's just funny that now like physical releases are like still kicking.
They're hanging on. Maybe that's why they went so deep with this one.
Yeah.
This is going to be our last physical release, so they just fucking threw everything into it. I mean, I couldn't imagine how expensive this shit was to press it up.
Yeah, man, they were really, and especially with the 3 different versions. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that had to be a fucking like nightmare, like to set all that up, you know?
Yeah, and then, you know, it came with, you know, same thing like Yum Yum. There's, you know, multiple books it came with.
I mean, they essentially had to release 4 albums that day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And they had to have like their SKUs and all kinds of shit for all that. Make sure the
Yeah.
packaging's good for all of it. And god damn, man, what an undertaking.
And you go and you read their thank yous. They thank everybody in here, man. They think like Strange Music, Sub Noise. You know, they're thinking like they thank like every artist they've ever worked with in this. You know.
Yeah. Oh, and show them how little love they showed for Twisted in the booklet. That, you know, Twisted Bitch. They didn't promote Abominations.
Yeah,
enough.
wasn't it Abominations
think
that
so.
was like the whole thing? Oh, Twisted left because they weren't promoted. You know, but I mean, they had a fucking promotion in their Joker's card.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what more do you want, man? I mean, yeah, there's other promotions in here. Not to mention this, you know, you see Twisted twice in this advertisement.
Yeah.
It's like, what more could ICP really do?
Yeah.
Physical stuff was dying. They They put it in their, you know, Joker's card. What, you know, aside from like online promotion, which was there.
Yeah.
And Twisted could have done that themselves. Everybody else does it themselves.
Yeah, and I how much? What more do they want? Honestly, I mean, they seriously. But nevertheless, the funniest part about this booklet to me was the ad
app.
for the app. Like it's like iPhone. It shows a picture of like what appears to be like an iPhone 1 or 2. I don't know iPhones, but and then like it says download the Insane Clown Posse app. And it says like even for Android.
Yeah,
that was really funny. It's just I don't know. I doubt
all
that
you
app.
Android freaks out there, you get it too.
I doubt that app exists anymore. But if you ever had that app, I want to hear from you because that sounds hilarious.
That is pretty funny. The Juggalo Day ad on there.
What was on the ICP app is my question.
Yeah,
That's so funny, man. But yeah, that packet.
I'm wondering if the Twisted advertisement was on there.
Yeah, probably when you open the app, it said like buy Abominations.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's not enough. We want you to buy. They probably wanted ICP to buy like their album. Like buy thousands of them,
Yeah,
or we're not happy.
yeah. I mean, they weren't selling albums back then. I mean, I think album sales picked back up since those times.
Yeah, not to mention now you can make money off of vinyl.
I mean, I know
or-
I've started buying albums again because back in 09, 10, 12, 11, 12, I wasn't buying shit.
Yeah, me neither.
You know, I think the first album I bought was a Tech 9 album that came out around that time. Well, 2012, I think it was. Whatever album came out in 2012, I think that was like the first album I bought in years.
Yeah. Here's what I think. And this gives me this idea, and this is what ICP does. I'm sorry. Have you ever seen like what these K-pop artists do, like with their packaging? All right, so all these K-pop artists, which you don't know, is Korean pop music, and I know about this because my daughters were all three of my daughters were super into K-pop at one point.
My wife was into it.
My oldest, oh really? Oh yeah, she lived in Korea. I forgot. My oldest is currently the latest that's into it, but no, she's not like super into it. Nevertheless, but the whole point is my middle child, she loved K-pop, so I got into having to look into like different fucking versions. And if you want to talk about being annoyed at different versions or what is a real album, good fucking luck trying to decipher like which BTS albums are the main albums, or like they have like their Joker's cards and they have their EPs, but then there's like import versions and single versions, and then some from this album and this album mixed together to form this album. It's very obnoxious. So anyways, my point is I had to learn all this. What they do with their packaging, they sell CDs like motherfuckers, dude. They're selling like hotcakes because they sell them with picture books. And the picture books are just like, 40, 50 page booklets of like literally pictures of these fucking boy bands. And then they'll have like special little like picture cards that to encourage them to buy multiples because they have a random card in them. They did do that with the Joker's cards at one point. What album were they selling where they had like the actual cards? Do you remember that?
They were selling Shockumentary that came with the cards.
That was it. Because
Yeah.
I never had any. Because by the time I bought the Shockumentary, I don't think they were. Oh no, maybe they were. I don't remember what card I had.
I bought the Shockumentary like 3 times, and I got fucking Ringmaster every single time. I still have 2 Ringmaster cards.
That's funny.
It was Ringmaster. I never found anything else.
But anyways, I know I'm going on about this, but my point is that like if you want to sell physical media, the packaging, it has to be you have to
for
be
sure.
selling something else. Not people aren't buying it for the disc. I want to buy every ICP album. You need to sell me something else with it though.
Yeah.
Like I bought the Cal Scrooby album over the summer. He included it came with a little pill bottle it looks like a real pill bottle, and in the pill bottle is a USB stick that looks like a pill. Like, give me that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah. USB stuff, too. I mean, you could do that shit.
Yep. I mean, Yum Yum, don't get me wrong, the packaging's cool, but, like, other than Die Hard Juggalos, like, who the fuck's just buying an ICP CD? You know?
Yeah.
You want to start selling, like, motherfuckers like you did, start packaging like you did Death Pop. You know what I mean? We got to get back on this fucking tip, dude. This shit is so goddamn dope.
Yeah. I mean,
Everything about the packaging is dope as fuck.
Yeah, the Hell's Pit packaging was really good. I remember that being good. you know, I think that up until, I mean, Hell's Pit was probably the best packaging they had at that point.
Oh yeah.
Because you go back and think about what they have before that. You know, Wraith was decent. The Shangri-La.
Bizarre was great.
Bizarre was pretty good. Jekyll Brothers was pretty good.
Yeah, Jekyll Brothers
They came
was
with the sleeves and stuff. But, yeah, it was really Hell's Pit, I think, that kind of set that standard of, like, packaging shit, like, you know, cardboard sleeves and, you know, booklets and having all this shit.
You know,
coming with DVDs. They used to do that a lot, you know.
Yeah, they haven't done that in a while. And
Bang Pow Boom the nuclear edition came with a DVD.
Did it?
Yeah.
I mean, I get that DVDs aren't really like a thing anymore, but I mean, you could give there's more to be done. Is my point. Like, don't get me wrong. Like,
the USB thing is really a good idea.
Yeah.
Or at least a card with something you can download stuff.
bro, they could literally like make USBs that look like the Joker's card or something.
Yeah.
Like, why?
That would be dope.
And then you can have a whole little collection of them and whatever. You don't get like Psychopathic. By the way, I'm available to hire for your marketing if you need a guy. But you know, let me help you repress your vinyl records while we're at it too.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
get that on the fucking ball. Like, start making some special editions. Give me a swirled gray and red Malenko album, limited edition. You give me some shit.
Yeah, that
I'll
would be
take
sweet.
my fucking money. Like, you keep wasting all this time on T-shirts and shit.
You're not making money off all these off all your shit being sold on the fucking secondary market. I mean, they ain't making any shit off that. It's time to start printing this shit up.
Yeah, bro. Let's get a move on. There's a market to be had.
Yeah.
Nevertheless.
I mean, I was looking the other day at trying to buy, you know, like a Riddlebox vinyl on eBay and shit. And I was about ready to fork out like $400 or $500 for a fucking, you know, a vinyl. But I mean, I didn't. But like, are they making money off any of that?
Hell no, they ain't making money off of that shit, bro.
Fuck no.
I mean, but I mean, get it. I get it. You're selling $200 jerseys and shit, and sure, they're making a lot of money off of that. But I mean, goddamn, I think reprinting vinyls is just literally printing money. Like, why wouldn't you just do that? I know that they probably don't have the rights, yada yada, but how do you get that? What needs to be done? Like, maybe I'm just ignorant, and you need to explain it to me. But let's figure this shit out. They did it once. I'm sure they made money off it once.
Yeah.
Why can't they do it again? You know?
I'm thinking.
Give me a 6 vinyl fucking Joker's card
like
box set,
oh
bro.
my god.
I'd cream my pants right now.
I'd pay a good few $100 for that.
Oh, for fucking sure,
I'd
dude.
fork out. But here's the thing, like, I could be wrong. I don't care about wearing ICP shit that much.
Same.
Like, aside from the occasional hat or shirt I might buy,
Yeah.
I don't care about wearing ICP shit so, but like other shit, yeah, vinyls, you know, little collectibles, shit that you can collect and, you know, have. I'm down for that, and I think more people our age would go for that.
Absolutely.
More so than like
Give me some collector's edition shit.
More so than trying to stay up on getting every fucking piece of clothes
Right.
article of clothing they put out. You know, every jersey, every shirt, you know what I mean? Like, I'm
it.
cool on that. There's too many out there to care about now.
Yeah.
Back in the day when we were, you know, wearing the jerseys and stuff, you know, a jersey would come out and like it was obtainable to like have them all.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you
know,
knew every piece of merch that existed.
Yeah.
You know, it's impossible now. Like it's been so saturated. It's unfortunate. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great for merch-a-lows. Like there's plenty of shit for everybody now, but man, it's just such saturated with a lot of it too is just not great. I was on ICP's site the other day looking at merch, which by the way, I don't think they announced it, but I posted on Twitter. All of ICP's shit is half off on their fucking website. Like
I didn't know.
yeah, I mean they did not. Maybe they didn't want to advertise it.
I don't even look anymore. Everything's sold out. Everything cool that you want is sold out.
So go to psychopathicmerch.com. You can get hoodies for $27, dude. Like a Yum Yum hoodie.
That's pretty cheap.
It's very cheap. You can get shirts for $12. I bought myself a Bang. I think I bought this Bang. Here, I'll show.
Click on it. See if it's sold out yet.
I'll show the viewers here. All right. So yeah, I'll click one. I bought this Bang Pow Boom shirt. And I bought some vinyl.
Where did all
records,
this
too.
shit come from? Last time I was on here, they didn't have
Look,
all this.
these are all out of. Oh, small and medium still available. See, I got me a medium.
Looked like a large was still.
Large out of stock. They got 3X and 4X. If you want that.
That's why you're getting them short sleeves. Man.
I know.
You're getting them fucking mediums.
Dude, I want to pull the trigger on this Walking Home Monday. If it wasn't almost Christmas and like I wasn't just already spending $75 on myself on ICP shit, I would have bought this too. $58 for the backpack Walking Home Monday comic bundle, that is a fucking steal, bro.
Am I wrong, or I thought that was supposed to be like limited and you could never get that?
I thought so
after.
too.
Is it sold out?
No,
Click on it.
I think that is the case, but they just haven't sold them all. That's my guess. Look, you can add it to the cart right now. I mean, dude, like they got bandanas. These Bang Pao Boom crew necks are pretty dope. I would wear one of those.
I kind of like that green jersey or that white jersey with the green shoulders.
Oh yeah, that's pretty dope.
Like, I like that. That's pretty
$75. I actually really like this yellow Bang Pao Boom shirt
that
too.
is cool,
Is this
too.
available?
That yellow and
Yeah,
blue, that bluish turquoise blue or whatever. That's dope as shit.
That shit pops. I mean, what we're doing now is literally reviewing ICP.
That shit slaps.
But
bro.
honestly, like, go get you some. I'm trying to help my man's out. You know what I mean? This Hell's Pit jacket is fucking dope too.
Bro, get you some, bro. Get you some.
$42 for this Hell's Pit. I mean,
Damn,
they got a lot of the shit looks like leftover from their drops from earlier this year, like
Yeah.
the Big Money Hustlers, Wizard of the Hood drops, Forgotten Freshness,
Yeah.
all this shit, man. They got
I
a lot.
got that purple Malenko tee, man. That's all I wanted, bro.
You can get Dog Beats album for $7. I was gonna buy. You know, one thing I want to get and I've never watched is the Dark Carnival Chronicles series.
Oh, is that like the little mini movies and shit?
I think so.
I've seen a couple of those. They're
I
not
know.
good.
I've heard they're bad, but I know nothing about them. But I was gonna buy the DVD. They don't have it
Yeah.
on here though. But look,
It'd be cooler just to have the DVD, I guess.
Fearless Fred, $20. Oh, I didn't even get Hell's Cellar. Why didn't I? Oh, that might be the CD, I think.
Yeah, it looks like.
Um,
$10.
But look, they got vinyls. Look, Bang Pao Boom for $13.
Oh damn, they must have printed a shit ton of those.
Yeah,
dude.
bro.
And
Look
look
at
at
this.
all these albums are all just digital download.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. I'm like, why the fuck can't you buy those?
I know. I know they don't have any of their regular Joker's cards for
No.
for download or
It's
for purchase. So it's annoying.
I don't know how.
Heartbroken and Homicidal for $5. That's actually a deal. It's a good it's a good album. I highly recommend people buy it.
I don't know exactly how the record industry works. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
But do they pay for like the rights to, they're not paying for the rights to press up and sell their albums that other record labels own, but it's cheaper to pay for the digital rights to sell. That's probably what they're doing.
That's
right?
that's probably what's happening. Yeah, there's no overhead with digital. You
Yeah.
know, so
I do
who
want that
knows?
Riddle Box Weekend DVD.
I would like. I should have bought a couple of those.
Yeah.
If I could go back, I would buy those because I've never seen any of these DVDs actually. None of them. We did rent the Riddle Box Weekend. Did you come to my house for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was that.
Yeah,
That's what that is.
We bought that. They did a one-off Riddle Box show, and like it was a pay-per-view, which I wish they'd do that more often.
Yeah,
but it was a pay-per-view, and like I invited people over. It was a good time.
We doing this show, man. We want you to pay for it.
Well, shout out 17 Ninjas, Mike Riccioli, and Double D. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for the props on my Stormtrooper shirt. I bought this at Disney World, actually.
Oh wow, when'd you go there? Years and years.
No, it was
and
like
years
6
and
months
years
ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Is it back in summer? Nice.
Yeah. ICP Joker's card set at Record Store Day 2023. A man can wish. That's I do wish, dude. Like, take my fucking money.
Dude, take me back, man.
Take me away.
Take me back to the
empty
times.
refrigerator.
Physical media, man. Take me back to the times of physical media, bro. I mean, I know we still have it now, but like when this is what you had to get to listen to music.
You actually had the Joker's card. You have it.
Yeah.
This is the Joker's card. You know.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. Nevertheless, man. Let's get on with our lives.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me take a sippy sip.
Oh man, take me back, son.
All right, man. We're going to discuss all the Mighty.
Take me back. Never mind.
Okay, we're going to discuss all the Mighty Death Pop bonus discs here in a minute. But before we
Might
do
play
that,
something for y'all one day.
we were inspired here. I'll play something for you.
Take me back. My voice is a little rusty.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Here, real quickly, let's discuss this. We did talk about this last week, so I wanted to bring it up. Carver let me borrow this comic book, The Red Room. We talked about it last week, remember?
It was putrid and disgusting, was it not?
It was putrid and disgusting. If you're into putrid, disgusting horror, highly recommend checking this out,
Yeah,
man.
that shit's fucked
There's
up.
some gross shit. Like, look at this. I mean, just a random page I skipped to. Look, they're like cutting off his eyelid with scissors. They're like, he's literally, look, he's in this picture on the in front of Carver here, right here. This guy,
Oh,
he's literally
shit.
chained up, and he ripped his head back in this frame right here. Look, he's ripping his head back. Then in this frame, he's about to hit it with a baseball bat, and then smashes it with a baseball bat. But anyways, oh shit, there's your Ed
Fucked up,
Pisker
man.
autograph. But yeah, this I mean, it's just violent gore the entire time. I really enjoyed the creative deaths. This fucking was gross right here. He literally carves off the front of this guy's abdomen. Oh, that's what the cover of the comic is.
Yeah, that shit is nuts.
I mean, this shit is gross, man. If you're into this kind of shit, oh, Ian Undercover has it. That's what's up, Ian.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, man.
I have Red Room too. Yeah,
this shit was dope. I was confused because like, and this is a complaint I have about comics in general. Like a lot of them just don't go anywhere. Like there's no payoff really. Like with this, it's just all the payoff is what you're seeing.
Yeah.
There's no like wrap up. There's no like real underlying story that's getting like paid off. What it does, and Ed Pisker does a good job of kind of saying this in the. I read like the foreword and stuff. It talks about the world building.
Yeah.
And so what he's doing is he's building this crazy world, which probably fucking actually exists, of people paying Bitcoin to see people get murdered. That's the idea.
Did you read all the chat rooms?
Yeah,
and
I
stuff?
loved it.
That
He
shit's
did a
hilarious.
great job. He did a really great job with doing that without making it corny, but still
Yeah.
being like tongue in cheek.
Yeah, all the names of the people.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I caught a lot of that shit, man. It's really cool. I really liked it a lot. I highly recommend if you're into gore or just fun art, or weird internet fucking underworld shit. It's checks all boxes, man. It's very dope.
And Ed Pisker is a huge hip hop fan. I don't know if he likes Juggalo stuff, but it'd be cool if Ed Pisker did a series for a Juggalo comic series for ICP.
that would be
man.
fucking very dope.
I mean, he did a whole hip hop tree series. It's called the Hip Hop Tree shit,
Yeah.
and it's all like just classic hip hop people.
Yeah.
And I mean, he did a whole thing with that. It'd be cool if he threw ICP in there.
Let's get Ed Pisker on the ICP fucking train, bro.
Yeah, and have him be the
bro.
new set of comics.
Bro, count me in. This shit is very dope. Though. I didn't want to spend a lot of time on it, but I did want to let you know that I did take time to read it, and I couldn't put it down. I was very into it. But yeah, like I said, there's not much payoff, but it's a fun ride.
Yeah, he tried to make it to where every story was like can be contained by itself, but he's also adding to the world with each story.
And each it's 4 kind of stories, and they all are intertwined with this seedy underworld, but they're not necessarily connected, other than he's just showing the different ways you can get into this kind of underbelly of wicked shit, so
Yeah.
that's cool, man. Ian said Ed Pisker Jaws at live on YouTube.
I've watched many of them. I've been in his chat room like asking shit. Like I'm obsessed with that shit, man. When I'm watching like comics being made and I can sit there and like try to talk to them and hope they read my question and shit.
Yeah, that's Carver's wheelhouse, man. He loves that shit. Key Stu Newton. I don't know how to say your name, Key. I'm just gonna call you Key. That dude, he comments, or person, they comments on all of our shit.
I haven't read The Crossed. I have not.
Yeah, what's The Crossed? I never heard of it. It sounds like let's see, it was decent, but became offensive for offensive's sake. Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's good art.
Yeah.
I can be okay with even shit story, as long as the art's cool, man. Like, it can actually...
I mean, that was most of the 90s. That's when comics really, the stories were bad, but man, the artists became superstars.
I saw people. I'm on the comics subreddit, and people are real. I'm a very casual, like fringe comic fan, but people in there are really in depth. Like they'll post a frame of a comic, like what is this from? As people immediately comment the issue, the arc, what's going on in the frame, context, and it's crazy. But anyways,
I'm not that good, but I could probably get some of them.
It's crazy, man. But I love it because people are just so like knowledgeable about shit.
Yeah.
But people were bitching about. I guess there's a X-Men storyline where like they just murder everyone, and like it's very gory and graphic, and like Cyclops. Like they showed a graphic of Cyclops like destroying Magneto's face. Like
really, I don't remember that.
But people were bitching about it, saying like it's just gross for gross sake.
When was this?
It's called Marvel Ultimatum or something like that. Maybe Ian sounds like a comic nerd. Maybe he knows. But
maybe it was from their the 2000, like some of the mid 2000s era was a weird time in comics.
But yeah, they were like kind of like it was bad writing. But I guess like the gore and stuff's pretty cool. But it was
Fun fact: if you look at Jean Grey from the early 2000s era, right after like kind of the 90s. Jean Grey, they modeled her after Jennifer Aniston from Friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's weird. All right. Cool. You done talking about Red Room? I'm done.
Yeah.
It's good shit. Check it out, Jugs. If you're into comics, man, any
Yeah,
Jug,
man.
any Jug who's into ICP should definitely like that.
Yeah. I'd like to get a hold of that Monday, Walk Home Monday, and kind of look at that. You know, bring that up on, because I don't know how many of y'all have seen that, but if we get a hold of it, you know, we could go over it, and that'd be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Go over the artists and shit.
I need to go fix the green screen because the cat just fucked it up.
Motherfucking cats, man. I love cats, but damn. Yeah.
They won't stop.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the way they are, man. They're fucking, when they're young, they're little shit bags.
He's a little kitten. He's only like a few months old. All right, man. Here we go. Let's, in the spirit of the Mighty Death Pop covered remix albums, so on, we decided we would just count down quickly our 6 most dopest covers.
Yeah, quickly. We'll blow through these, you know. Not too many. I'm sure not too many people think about the ICP covers, but there's some really good ones scattered throughout even the first deck era, towards the end of the first deck. I don't think they were really doing covers in the beginning of their career, but towards the end of the first deck era, they did start shoving out some covers, and they've been doing it ever since. There's less than I thought there were. I thought there were a lot more. But we found this great site where they had them compiled and shit. And it just, I thought there was a lot more. But
there's a site called whosampled.com. It's a really cool site that I'd never heard about. I stumbled upon it today, and it just, I'm sure other people already know of it. But there's all kinds of ICP shit on there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's cool to like see what ICP sampled and who they've covered and who's covered them. It's a pretty cool resource we're going to be referencing. So.
yeah, but I think I got my top 6, and yeah, I think it covers all the greats.
All right, bro. What is your number 6?
My number 6 is Jump Around.
All right.
I had to throw that one in there. I think it's a really good cover, man. I think they kill it. The video's real fun. You know,
I'm not going to play it.
yeah, I was going to say. Sorry, we can't play the video anymore. I mean, unless you want, you know, our shit to not be up anymore.
Yeah, no. It's annoying.
But yeah, that's a great one, man. I like the whole scene. They kind of recreate the same video. Like it's literally, the video is a cover of the old Jump Around video too.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I think they did a good job. They did it justice. I think the song itself, like, I see why it's it was a cultural phenomenon or whatever. I think personally the song is just kind of boring, other than it being a classic. You know, so ICB's cover of it is also kind of boring to me. I'll be quite frank, but they do a good job. So I don't blame you for putting it on the list.
Yeah, I had to put this on the list just because of how good they covered it.
I feel
Whether
that.
the song's boring or not, they did cover it really good, and the video gave it plus.
I think them saying "Get Loony" is kind of silly.
Yeah.
Right.
The fact that it had the video, I had to throw it on there.
I
But
feel
yeah,
that.
that's number 6.
All right, my number 6 is going to be. It was just mentioned by Mike Riccioli. It is Assassins.
Yeah.
It's a. I'll be honest. Like the song, I like the song. Obviously, the ICP song. I don't care about the cover. I didn't know about the original or anything like that. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I did back then either when
So-
this first came out.
So I'm literally only picking it because it's a good song and a good ICP song.
Yeah.
And as far as being a cover, I think they did it justice. I have listened to the original since, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it's a dope ICP song. But that's the reason it's so low on my list, though, because as far as covers go, I can't really speak too much on it.
Yeah.
All right, man. What's your number 5?
Well, surprise, surprise. My number 5 is Assassins.
Oh, nice.
Same reason, man. Great song. I like it. It's one I've heard a million times now, so it's kind of boring.
Yeah,
Same
I feel
thing.
that.
I'm just like, they play it every fucking show, damn near, So it's, it's a great concert song, but I've heard it a million times.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I had to throw it on there. It's a cover and it's a good one.
Yeah, you definitely get excited when it's getting played in concerts. Like
Yeah.
this is one of the best concert songs.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. All right. My number 5. Oh, let me get it queued up here first. Cherry Pie. I knew we learned something today. I knew that Cherry Pie was a cover. I thought it was just a Too Short cover, but it's also a cover from a band called Sexual Harassment.
That's fucking hilarious. The fact, the name of that band, dude.
Yeah, why is the band called Sexual Harassment? That's so wild. We didn't even talk about that.
No, I never knew it was a cover. I didn't even know it was a Too Short cover. To be completely honest, I'm not extremely familiar with Too Short's catalog.
Sure.
But seeing that Too Short covered that Sexual Harassment band song, and then ICP's probably covering Too Short.
Yes, and that's obvious. We listened to
Yeah.
both to the Sexual Harassment and Too Short versions before the show, and the Sexual Harassment one slaps. Don't get me wrong, it's fine, but Too Short's improved upon it. But ICP's version is a direct rip off of not or whatever you want to call it, sample of Too Shorts, not the Sexual Harassment.
Yeah, exactly. ICP sampled Too Short, and
Yes.
they're very similar. But I mean, ICP, there's something about the remakes. They just make it a little bit better.
And Mike Riccioli made a good point. He said they made it their own. I agree.
I exactly. I mean, this is an ICP song. It always will be to me.
Yep. All right, bro. What's your number 3?
We at 3?
Your number 4. I'm sorry.
My number 4, Heart and Soul.
Ah. Good choice.
Yeah. I mean, we've already, went over this song, so don't have to say anything about it. It's made it on the list. I love this song.
Well, I want to listen to it.
The original's fire too,
It is. We just found out. Well, I just learned last week that was a fucking cover. I didn't know. Really, truly didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't either, man.
I mean, it makes sense because it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. All right. My number 3 is. Oh, homie, are we on 3? 6, 5, 4. We're on 4.
Yeah, you're on 4. Remember this time
Yeah, we're going
I'm
backwards.
going, you'll be doing the
Yes, you're right.
first.
All right, my number 4, which I can't even play, is Ask You Something. Because it's not on YouTube, I don't think. So Ask You Something was an ICP song that was on the original Forgotten Freshness.
I remember it from Wicked Clowns, the first one, Wicked Clowns from Outer Space.
Was it on there?
Yeah. This was on Wicked Clowns from Outer Space.
Are you sure? I don't think it is.
I think for sure. I may be wrong. Look it up though, but let's
Psychopathics from Outer Space.
Psychopathic. Yeah, sorry. Psychopathics from Outer Space. Yeah, let's fact check this. Fact check.
Yes.
I believe it is. I could be wrong.
No,
though.
I mean, you might be right. I truly don't know. And I don't remember it ever being on anything else. So if so, like, it's going to blow my wig back. Let's see. It's got Old School Pervert.
Okay, maybe
It's
it
not on
wasn't.
here. Anyways, maybe it's
Where
on
the
part.
fuck did I hear this then? It's on an album. It has to be. It might have been a Forgotten Freshness.
It was the original Forgotten Freshness. That was it, though. It wasn't
But-
on 1 or 2.
But I think did they put it out on another Forgotten Freshness later on, like 3 or 4 or something?
I don't think so, bro.
Man, where the fuck did I hear this album? Well, I've heard this song back in those days
Well,
on an album.
I know I actually had a bootleg copy of the original Forgotten Freshness that I bought from Record Connection. It was like a burnt CD, but it had this on it. And that was the first time I heard it. And I never heard it any other way. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, shit.
Maybe the
man.
jugs can inform us if you
What,
know.
what do they call that?
Mandela effect?
Yeah. There's for some reason I thought for sure I've heard that
Yeah, maybe.
on
man.
an actual release they released. So
All right. What is your number 3? It's okay. This song is the shit, though.
that's a great song. My number 3, Murder Rap.
Oh, okay. Murder rap to keep y'all dancing.
From the Wraith.
Yes.
Shangri-La. Yeah, I like that. Fucking love that.
Oh, let me play it.
When that shit kicks in on that album, I go ham. I start going in, bro. I'm just, man, you don't even know.
Bitch. Murder rap to keep y'all dancing. This song does slap.
Yeah, this is, in concert, this is another song that slaps. And all that scratching.
What is this a
man.
cover of? Like, who sung the original?
Oh, was it Ice-T?
Oh, we should have had that pulled up, that Who
yeah,
sampled.
I can't remember. Let's look that up.
Oh, Above the Law.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, this is a dope-ass song.
yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard the original, so can't comment on that.
I think I've looked it up once, but I'm going to listen to the ICP version, you know,
Okay.
naturally. So.
All right, my number 3 is going to be. Let me get it queued up here. Posse on Broadway.
That's such a good hook.
I remember, like, this song came out. I remember when ICP. Do you remember this album?
This was on something. No, this was on a Forgotten Fresh.
This was.
Okay. I was gonna say, man, god damn.
It was first.
Quit playing tricks on me.
Your mind's playing tricks on you. I first heard this song because I remember they said ICP's got a song on this Take a Bite Out of Rhyme album that's coming out.
I do remember that.
I actually bought the Take a Bite Out of Rhyme album. I don't think I own it anymore, but I bought it just for this song.
Yeah.
And this is the only way to listen to this song at that time, and I fucking slammed on this song, bro.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to go back through this album and see what was all on this.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything about this album, but I do remember you having it.
I think Isham had a song on there. But there might have been like a Limp Bizkit song, but I think it was mostly covers too.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
They're on like a national release with like other big acts.
Yeah, there was this. Take a Bite Out of Rhyme, a rock tribute to rap.
Yeah,
and ICP, I guess, was considered rock at that time.
That's crazy.
But yeah, they did a good job. I really like this song a lot. Like just on its own. Obviously, never heard the original Sir Mix-a-Lot, but I did eventually seek it out. It's fine.
Yeah, the original Sir Mix-a-Lot is like, I mean, it's almost exactly the same. I mean, from what I remember.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great one, man.
All right, what is your number 2?
My number 2 is Cherry Pie.
Okay.
So, that's one of my favorite. One of my favorite songs on Bizarre. You know those albums. I love that. You know, it slaps, dude. It fucking slaps. This song slaps.
It really does. It just like the beat is so hard. It doesn't even matter what he's saying. I mean, that said, like they're of course bringing the wicked, like creative, dope rhymes. Like I think the kind of shit they say on this song is just so silly.
Yeah,
and
man.
funny.
Yeah, I mean, this song's great.
They crush it. All right, my number 2 is another song we've already gushed about. Was Heart and Soul. I just put it a little bit higher. Not exciting, but it is what it is. Heart Soul, man. It's just I think it's an ICP instant classic, and the fact that it's a cover is fucking. It makes me happy, and they killed it, man. It's just so good.
So, I guess we're questioning if they change the lyrics, is it's a cover or a remake or homage. Good question. Good question.
I think it's still a cover because you're making it known that it's. Well, I guess you're not making it known, but it's an obvious cover. Like you're like with Heart and Soul and all these songs in particular. It's not like they did a lot of different shit to make it like different. I guess I don't know how to.
Well, when most groups because other groups do this shit too. When most groups or bands or whatever remake or cover a song, they cover the lyrics. They cover it, everything about it. They may change the way it sounds, but they say the exact same lyrics.
Yeah.
ICP, on the other hand, changed the lyrics in almost every cover they do.
That's true.
So at that point, yeah, it could be a remake, but it's still almost a cover as well, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're doing a cover, but they're ICP, so they got to change the lyrics to fit them,
of course,
you know?
of course.
But another band wouldn't do that. Another
that's
band
true.
would not change the lyrics. They would just cover the song.
That's true. So yeah, I love that they do that, but I think they make it since they make it obvious they're still covering. I think it's okay to still call it a cover. Now, like what Rydas do is not a cover or remix. It's just straight jacking beats.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know why I brought that up. I guess it's just I don't know.
Well, we brought up the Tony.
Oh yeah, element only.
Elemental only.
All right, man. What's your I have a feeling we might have the same number 1.
Probably.
All right, what's your number 1?
Let's go all the way.
Yep, of course. It's my favorite as well.
Yep.
God damn, this song's so fucking good.
Yeah, Let's Go All the Way is one of the greatest ICP songs they've ever made, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree.
One of the fucking greatest videos they ever did. I wish they would re-release this fucking video in a better quality.
Yeah, I know. It's
Because you
pathetic.
can't find this fucking video anywhere that I've seen with a good quality. Did they ever release this on their video? Remember their video DVDs?
I have the first video DVD, and it is on there, but it's just a DVD. It's still just standard def quality, you know.
But is it better than what it's looking like on
yeah,
YouTube?
it probably is better than this.
Because this is a rip, obviously, from TV,
Yeah.
MTV at the time.
Yeah, you're right. It says spanking new at the bottom.
But look, man, that video, God, man,
mean,
that
here-
video is just nuts.
this one
dude.
looks even
with the flow and all that.
This one's a little better.
Yeah, that one looks a hell of a lot better.
Yeah, the video is great. They did a fucking fantastic, phenomenal job on it. The song itself is, like, they changed every lyric
Yeah.
except for the hook, I guess.
Those Joker card faces they're holding up of the old man, I want one. Imagine that shit. But yeah, this video, man, was just great, dude.
Perpetual Hype Engine.
Yeah.
That was the band that they
Yeah.
were hyping up at the time. That was going to be the new psychopathic band.
Didn't they have them on tour?
I think so.
Wasn't there a tour where they were on it?
There may have been. I don't remember like ever seeing them that I recall. Maybe. I don't remember. Perpetual Hype Engine. That's so funny. Let's see. When I listen on Amazon Prime, you get paid. I haven't got paid. We don't get paid. I've never got paid from this podcast.
Yeah, we don't get paid, man.
We do this for the love.
We do this shit for free.
But keep listening on whatever you're listening on, bro. We don't care. We're just happy you're listening.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, let's go all the way, man. Amazing song, amazing video. Just gives me the feels. It has everything.
Yeah.
ICP in their fucking prime.
And one thing about this video is they're bringing everybody together, man. Everybody. I mean, you see Crips Bloods, obviously. You see cops, rednecks, you know, just everybody, man. People of every type of society they try to represent in here. You see, like, punks. You see, like, homeless-looking people,
Yeah.
rich-looking people, monsters, ninjas. It's just everybody, man. Like, this song is, like, woke before, you know, this song was woke. I mean, a good woke, though, right? I mean, like,
Yeah.
this was, like,
Oh yeah, ICP's always been woke.
Yeah.
They were woke before it was cool to call it woke.
yeah,
you
I mean,
know?
I don't. I'm sorry. I know woke is such a fucked up word now, and it's like bad, but like, this is like a good woke. Like they were trying to bring people together.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
with this song, like like, let's go all the way. Let's all go all the way. Like it doesn't matter who you are. Like, it's just, and I know that's like a trope that ICP has. Everybody knows that, but like this song really encapsulates that.
Absolutely, man. You're hitting the nail on the head.
Yeah, look at those bizarre vans, man.
I know. I remember one day when I worked at Chick-fil-A at Eastland Mall. I was like 16 when this album came out. Somebody came in the mall in the food court and told me like, "Hey, there's a," like they knew I liked ICP or whatever. Like, there's a van outside that says ICP on it. I was like, "What?" I was working in the back. I literally dropped what I was doing.
Ran out
I
there.
no joke, dropped whatever I was doing and ran out there. And I seen the van out in the parking lot. I was like, "Oh shit!" It was a fucking one of those bizarre vans was outside in the parking lot, and I was like, "What?" There's nobody in it. I like looked around, I went back in the mall, kind of like wandered around for a minute. I'm like, I didn't know what the fuck they were out there for, and I never did find out. But I'm guessing they just came in like maybe to talk to people at FYE or some shit.
Yeah, that might have been it.
But yeah,
Street team or something. They might have been in town or close, and they were just rolling around. They were probably still doing their old tactics, even when Bizarre was out, like rapping vans and hitting the street.
oh yeah, I
hitting
think
the
so.
road.
I think so, man. It's good shit. All right.
Yeah, man. Let's
Fun.
go all the way.
But yeah, I was explaining to my daughter just the other day about how ICP's kind of been like anti-racist, like always. Like I said, they're, on their very first album, they have a song called "Fuck Your Rebel Flag." You know, like they've been anti-racist from the very first fucking album.
Yeah,
So
like all ICP fans and Juggalos knew that. I mean, that's everybody fucking who listens to ICP knows that. Like you almost forget it sometimes.
yeah.
And then, you realize it's just like, God damn. But the world hasn't really caught up to that and said, oh, yeah, ICP's been doing this before. Like, we made this, a must on social media, right? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, you can't really, like I said, they've always been ahead of their time, They were ahead of their time before, and they're old school, but, man, they were ahead of their time for real. Making sure, like, of course, groups back then in the old, 90s and stuff, yeah, you know what I mean? You didn't want to be racist and shit if, but, like, nobody was really like claiming it and saying it
Right.
and putting it out there in their music, right?
Yeah.
So
No, I'm with you, bro. ICP's always been like preaching that, and that that's I think that's part of the reason like why it was great for somebody like me who grew up with casual racism just in my life, like whether it be aunts, uncles, parents, or whatever. Like it was just like normalized, like it was nice to have somebody being like, no, this is some fucking bullshit, So at that time, I think it did really it influence me, whether I noticed it or not,
it almost just seemed like when I first started listening to him and the anti-racist shit there, it was, to me, it was just like, oh yeah, well, of course, of course,
Yeah.
ICP, they talk about things nobody else does, so of course they're going to mention this as well. It's, to me, it was just another one of the things that they talked about that no other group really did.
Yeah, for sure.
The other side, of course, there were like, rap groups that were talking about fuck the cops and racist cops and shit like that, and of course that was going on, but you didn't see it from like ICP's point of view.
Yeah.
From other groups much often,
Yeah, you're
often,
right.
So.
Not as blatant, like,
Yeah.
fuck bigots. Literally
Yeah.
saying shit like fuck bigots, And then their other biggest hit right around the time they came out was fucking chicken hunting, which is more killing rednecks and bigots, So, yeah. Anyways, all right. Let's dive into the meat and potatoes. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Speaking of meat and potatoes, hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, of course.
All right, man. So let me switch this over to Spotify. Oh, we still got Mighty Death Pop in the background. You know what? I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna change it to Mikey Clark's Traveling Circus.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what are we doing all three of these?
Yeah.
These
So
releases.
yeah. So I discussed this before. We're gonna talk about all three. The Mikey Clark's Extra Pop Emporium. Then we got which Carver actually has a copy of, and then we're gonna discuss the Smother Covered and Chunked, and we're gonna discuss Freaky Tales.
Okay.
I think the most we're gonna have to talk about is Mikey Clark's album.
Yeah.
Because this is another like full on LP, like released alongside of the Death Pop,
Yeah,
with an
pretty much.
intro and everything.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This album is crazy. Wow, how this came with it.
And I've only listened to this album like maybe 3 times,
Yeah, same.
and like literally the third time just recently after I actually bought on the disc. But I remember it leaving an impression on me from the first time. Like, man, this is actually good.
Yes, there's
I even thought like when this came out, I was like, man, this is better than the actual album.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think that now.
sure.
But there is some great fucking. I mean, there's some bangers on this album, man.
There we go. Yeah, this like I hadn't listened to this album probably since it came out, and I turned it on like last week after our episode. This shit blew my fucking wig off.
Yeah.
Honestly, like first the Traveling Circus intro is not much to say. It's cool though, but this Chris Benoit remix has fucking Ice Cube and Scarface on it,
Yeah,
bro.
I know, man.
This is a remix on a bonus disc.
Yeah.
That has Ice Cube and Scarface.
Yeah.
And ICP on it.
What I think was going on with all these guest stars, this is back when their gatherings were really huge, right?
Yes.
And it was after the whole Miracles and SNL, and like they were big, they
Sure.
were big in the
They're
mainstream.
they're in the ether.
And the gatherings were huge, and it was when they were getting all these big stars coming to the gatherings around these times,
Yeah,
right?
sure,
And that's
sure.
probably how they were able to really pull a lot of this shit off. But the artist, man, one thing I'll say is the artist, the artwork and design by Brandon Boski Calhoun. I mean, yeah, I love this artwork, man.
It's fantastic, man. The artwork on this traveling I keep wanting to call it Traveling Circus because that's the name, but it says Mikey Clark's Extra Pop Emporium.
Pop Emporium.
Here, can I check the cover of that
Yeah,
out?
go ahead.
On the cover, it's interesting too. It has ICP obviously, but then it has all the guests on the outside. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Like it has Color Me Bad, Willie D, Cottonmouth Kings, Ghetto Boys, Ice Cube, Krayshawn, Swollen Members, Scarface, and 3-6 Mafia. This is on the fucking bonus disc, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, this is by the way, like how geeked? Or here you can keep looking at that. Yeah. How geeked were they to have Ice Cube on a song?
Oh, I'm sure they were.
And then it's kind of almost unfortunate that it doesn't get to be like a
Yeah.
popular song.
And they probably did all these songs like thinking they were going to put some of them on the actual album, right? But they just kept getting all these people they probably wanted to get, and they're just like, what are we going to do with all these songs? You know, we can't put the Joker's card can't be a fucking guest star album, right? Like some other rappers
I
do.
think they did it right, but it's just I can't imagine like the pressure ICP has to kind of be like, we got all these dope artists that we love, we idolize, and like, but do we put them on the main album? You know, like that. I'm sure they wrestled with that.
Yeah, and they chose Hobson and Tech, and you know, to represent the underground.
I think that was a good choice.
Yeah.
You know, but like this Ice. First of all, I think they. Let me back up. I'm getting I'm trying to say words faster than my mind is saying. I wish had they got Ice Cube on a song, they would have had him on an original, like not a remix. Personally, yeah. I don't know if they regret that, or I wonder how they feel about that. But because Chris Benoit is a pretty specific song, and I think that Ice Cube did it justice. Like, one of my pet peeves is when people have a guest star on a song and they don't stick to the material.
Yeah.
Ice Cube does actually on this song, and so does Scarface actually. But there's a couple examples where they don't later. But nevertheless, it's a little unfortunate that I think it's just on the remix that they get them on. You know.
So, yeah, well, I agree completely with that. Stick to the fucking shit. If you can't do it, I mean, like, to me, your name doesn't, you know.
It's not enough.
Yeah, your name doesn't, you know. But I had a question. A lot of Kuma is a big part of this album. So if you look in the credits, I mean, he's probably a part of every one of these songs.
He's on several of the remixes. He's on these first two remixes right off the bat. This Kuma's Scrub remix, Chris Benoit, and Kuma's Clownin' remix of When I'm Clownin'.
Yeah, it looked like Mikey Clark and Kuma, you know, they were both hands-on with them songs.
His name's Brian Kuma, by the way. All right. Here's Scarface on this song.
It is the Kuma we're thinking of, right?
I think so. Dude, Scarface spits his ass off. I love that dude.
Yeah, no, he's a classic, man. Yeah, I mean, he's sticking to the shit, man.
Kills it, man. Like this song. I mean, Chris Benoit's an okay song. I don't put it in the upper echelon of ICB songs or anything, but this remix is dope as fuck. Is the beat even any different?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yeah, the
it's
beat's
similar though.
The beat's more clubby in this one.
All right.
I think they use a lot of the same sounds and shit, but it's definitely got a club sound to it.
Okay. All right. Anyways,
When I'm Clowning, same thing.
all right. So When I'm Clowning, so we watched the video for When I'm Clowning, and remember we said the beat was different. That's why. It's because they used the beat from this version, but instead of Krayshawn, they replaced her with Danny Brown, which Danny Brown schools it. So I hate that they even got Krayshawn on this song. She fucking sucks, to be quite frank. But
the album version of this song, it's just two verses, just Shaggy and Jay.
Oh,
just
yeah. Okay.
And it's slightly, the beat's slightly different.
The beat is doper, I think, on the remix.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right, let's go to Krayshawn's part though. Here she comes. Or did she might have just ended. Let me see.
That's some dope
Yeah,
scratching.
I love the scratching. For what it's worth, I don't hate Krayshawn. I just think she's boring. She's not a great rapper. I've never listened to her in anything else though. So
Yeah. Krayshawn. I mean, I don't know if that's. I don't listen to Krayshawn, but that just sounds like anybody could do that.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
That sounds like hey, hey, come over here and
Yeah.
drop a verse real quick. Just anybody, okay?
they might as well set it Sugar Slam. I'd believe.
Yeah,
Like that sounds like, remember when Jay's mom rapped?
yeah, yeah.
or
Jay's mom.
or his niece or whatever, or whoever the fuck.
I think that's how my wife would rap if like I wanted to. I was like, hey,
Yeah.
Get over here, right? Get over here and read this
Absolutely.
verse to the mic. Like
Absolutely.
that's how she would sound.
Absolutely.
It's pretty sad that like she gets, for some reason people know Krayshawn's name and that's how she raps, but like Whitney Peyton's out there hustling and writing bars on bars on bars and nobody knows who the
Yeah.
fuck she is, you know.
And I will say, Whitney Peyton, I believe she hyping up RA at the gathering.
Probably, yeah.
She's that real petite, skinny girl,
Yeah.
and yeah, dude, she was the hype. She was hyping. RA, yeah, she was putting in work, man. Anyway,
This song fucking flipped my wig back. I forgot this song existed.
yeah, this is a good one.
This song should have been on the album, I think. It's great. Best song on this album, I think. This song is so fucking dope. And the hook is tight. Like I'm getting goosebumps right now just listening to it. Like the lyrics on this song are fucking amazing. It's just ICB rapping about like how music makes him feel.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. Classic J sound. Mass murder would be inevitable. Yeah, that's classic shit, man.
So fucking tight, man. This song is great. Swollen
Yeah.
members come in at the end and like they're okay on it. I don't mind them, but
Yeah, Swollen members are a very serviceable rap group.
I think I fast forwarded through the first dude's part, but
Yeah, they're just they're good at wordplay. They're good at rapping, man.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think they necessarily have like a super memorable gimmick, but
Yeah.
they're good. They're a good group.
I've never heard anything else about him, but that song is the shit. I had to gush about it. I don't know if you had anything else to say, but I'm trying to skim through these so we can get to
Yeah.
the next ones.
I like I said, I've only listened to this album like 3 times.
Okay.
But I do remember some songs standing out.
This one stand out?
This one stand out just because it's so goofy
Yeah.
and it's funny.
Yes. It gets
This-
stuck in your
yeah.
head.
Like I can see this, like playing this at a birthday or some shit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
birthday bitches and put some
Oh,
songs
yeah.
on there on a mix. You got birthday bitches on there.
Dude, I'm surprised. This song, I'm very shocked, isn't a TikTok phenomenon.
Yeah, you get this on there. You get birthday bitches. You get When I'm Clowning.
Yeah,
you get
man.
some other songs on there. Make a little mix.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, they're talking about Whitney Peyton. Here, I'll show y'all. I have a Whitney Peyton fucking album. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah. Well, shit.
I gotta sign Whitney Peyton album. I met her. She is dope as fuck. And I saw her open up for Twisted, actually. She fucking blew the wig off that place, man. It was great. Anyways, this song's funny. I like it a lot. It says outtake, which leads me to believe this was meant to be on the album. This should have just been a bonus track, like the Bizarre or like the Bang Pow Boom album,
Yeah.
or songs. But it's funny. This version of Ghetto Rainbows, I fucking love it.
I think I like it better.
I do. I love it.
Okay, so when this is what I gotta say about this one. When we discussed Ghetto Rainbows, and I said, it's kind of like that love song kind of funny vibe that they tried to get.
Yes.
Or that they did and they actually succeeded with back in the day. It was tongue in cheek and you laughed. It was like, oh, ICB trying to be R&B. Okay, I get it. This
Yeah.
is funny. This is goofy. But it didn't quite hit on the album. But this one actually does hit. I get that, like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. This is, I think the remix does it better, a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think Color Me Bad schools this fucking hook.
Yeah.
This version, this should have been the version on the album. No doubt, I think.
Yeah, I actually find it funny. I find this version funny.
It's more tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
Like the other one is like almost there, but it's
Yeah.
like it's missing the mark a
It
little
sounds
bit.
like it sounds like they're trying to do it, but they just couldn't do it.
I want to hear this till a hook at least. Oh.
Yeah, he
So
slams
dope,
that,
dude.
man.
So good. I love this, man. I don't know.
This one's so much better.
I really, really like it a lot.
Pepsi.
Oh man, it's a good song. All right, birthday. This is another one that should be on your birthday party album.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This song's dope.
This beat slaps, man.
This seems like maybe an outtake of fucking Birthday Bitches or something.
Yeah.
You came to my birthday party.
Yeah, that. I mean, with this bangs with some bass, man. I mean, it shakes.
This song's actually very dope too. Like the
yeah.
the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
The lyrics of this song are just about like how, like, what the fuck? You don't talk to me no more. You used to come to my birthday party back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And now you won't fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
That's the whole vibe
I
of
like
this
the
song.
one line where he's like, "What if I came to your birthday party next week or something like that?" But this
he
reminds
drops an F slur here in a second.
yeah. This song kind of reminds me of a Ringmaster and Riddlebox kind of mesh era.
Okay.
Because there's a song on Ringmaster where he's talking about, you know, we used to play when we, you know what I mean? Where he's talking about the past. It's a little interlude song, and then and the beat kind of reminds me of a Riddlebox style beat.
Yeah, sure. I love this song. It's
Yeah.
great. It's well done. I mean, this would be a fun like interlude song at a concert or something too.
Yeah, for
Like just a
sure.
little break song, throw some Fago.
It's just a good, like I said, a party song. Get a mix of these party songs, these birthday party songs. Throw them all on there, man.
Yeah, this song's dope. Oh, listen. And they
Yeah.
talking about real shit. I mean, it's funny, but they're talking about real shit. There you go.
Yeah, next weekend. Surely catch a beat.
It's good, man. This song, 4 fucking minutes of this song too. It's good. Skim through it. Jay's just ranting at the end.
Yeah, I think that's, you know, it's an outtake. It's something that didn't make it because it's probably just a little too long. And
All right, Scrubs the Two Teachers. I forgot this song existed until I listened to it the other day.
yeah, Twisted's at the end of this. Too.
Yes. This song's fucking dope.
And it's the same kind of old school shit they did with Twisted back in the day. It was Jamie and Paul like on one 8-bar
Yes.
verse or something.
Yeah, and they just like, yeah.
And they actually sometimes that's when like the old school sound is like they did it the best when it was like that. Because you could only get a couple lines in. They wanted to make sure it was real dope.
Yeah, you actually had to make them count.
Whitney is dope. Oh yeah.
So this song's dope. They're just each one's a substitute teacher, and they're like bitching at the students. This is classic ICP shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Willie D comes correct on this shit
Oh
too.
yeah. He's just got a great voice, man. Couple of holes. I remember that line.
It's just so old school too. Like,
Yeah, this reminds me of an old Deck One beat from one of the Joker's cards.
dude, like Willie D's rap style is perfect old school rap.
Yeah.
Says the line, wait a second. Du-du-du-du.
yeah,
Du-du-du-du. Yeah, it's just so fucking great. I love it.
yeah.
Can't get enough,
It's
man.
ICP having one of their teachers on the song with
Yep.
them. You know, it's what these old school rappers are to them.
Shaggy's being sexually harassing the students.
Yeah, I did notice that Jay had a few questionable lines in his verse. You know the F bomb, and then he had the one line where it's like, "How old are them titties? Oh damn, too young."
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
He just said he bent somebody over the bleacher. Like,
Yeah.
All right, Twisted coming up. Let's analyze their. This is one of the last times you'll see Twisted on a song with ICP. Actually,
What up, Ninja with a pencil? Yeah, you might be right.
I like it.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. When the beat changes for them and they do this classic shit.
This is how I love Twisted on an ICP song.
You know what? Call me an asshole, but I think it would have been great if Twisted just never really became like what they are.
And they always just stayed like a serviceable like side
Yeah.
verse. Oh, we need to fill a verse. Twisted, come in here and do your thing, and that's all Twisted ever was.
Yeah.
Was just like little background rappers to put on an ICP song, because they always stayed on topic.
Yeah, they were the perfect compliment. And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate shit fell out the way it did.
Yeah.
Oh, this song, by the way, is dope.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite songs.
I really like this song a lot, too.
On
Playing in the Woods.
Yeah, on this little mix. Yeah.
I love how Jay raps on this. It reminds me of Every Halloween.
Yeah.
This song is fucking dope. I think if I were to make a list of underrated ICP songs, this song might be on there. This song is really fucking dope.
Might be on there with Daisies.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Ooh.
Yeah, this is like I'm saying, Bang Pop Boom era, Death Pop era. Jay was on point, man. He had that classic shit, that clowny stuff.
Dude, they were in a renaissance at this time, and I wish I knew.
Yeah.
I'm mad I slept on him at this time. Pass It to the Sky. This song's fun.
I do like this song a lot. I'll say that. Yeah, I do like this song a lot.
Here's one thing Cottonmouth Kings are good for. They're good for a really like catchy, groovy hook,
Yeah.
man. They're just talking about smoking weed with dead people. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some funny lines to it.
Pass it to the sky.
I like how I like Jay. Cottonmouth Kings are talking about people you would think everybody would talk about. Bob Marley. All these people. But Jay's talking about like Andre the Giant. You know what I mean? And like Michael Jackson and shit. Yeah, it's not what you would think.
Absolutely. Getting How It Breed. MC Breed. Wasn't he on Hatchet House? I think at one point.
I don't know. That's some good Juggalo trivia right there. I smoke to this song all the time. I mean, yeah. This is a great smoking song.
It's a good weed smoking song.
We look up to you.
Daddy X sucks, though.
Yeah, John Lennon, Bob Marley, all these typical people you would think.
He rhymed Elvis with Jesus. Who's this? Must be Dirtball, because I think he was in Cottonmouth Kings at this time. Yeah, there it goes. Just said it. Dude, I listened to a Dirtball song the other day on Spotify. It just like came up. Have you ever listened to him?
No.
He was on Subnoise. He's a speed rapper.
I completely forgot about a guy ever named Dirtball.
So there's a white guy named Dirtball. He was on Subnoise at the time, and then he joined Cottonmouth Kings.
Okay.
At this time, he's a good rapper. But his content is garbage. Like it's just such like boring, lame, typical shit. But he can spit his ass off and write a beat.
Yeah, there's so many of those.
Anyways, I just had to put that out there. D-Loke the only consistent motherfucker from Cottonmouth Kings, I'll be honest. Johnny Richter, he's okay. Saint Dog was leaps and bounds better than everyone else, but D-Loke was a second. There's Johnny Richter. He's fine, but I don't know. Oh, anyways. All right. We talked about this song a little bit last week, and I listened to this song like a couple times in a row the other day.
Yeah, what is this song? Oh, is this song like a based on a true story?
I don't think so.
or-
I don't think so. This song, I love this song, by the way. I love it.
Or is it like
Top three songs on this album.
Is it an exaggerated type of,
No, yeah, it's just a funny story. I think the whole premise of this song literally comes down to this sample. I heard it from a friend who heard it from a friend. Like that's at the end.
Pass it around.
Yeah. That like I think so
this could be. I guess this could have been considered a remake.
It could have.
or a cover.
My hypothesis for this song, all right, is Jay. I don't know what the original of this song was or who's. Is he probably heard this song and like was rapping to it or whatever, and then wanted to make a song about someone who heard it from a friend. I think that's literally what's going on here.
Yeah.
Why he named it Shugs and Brooks, why he made the year in the title, these are mysteries. But this whole song is about how some old guy who beat his wife and shit heard from his friend that she was having dinner with another guy that was actually her brother. And he didn't know that, and he like killed the wife and then goes to jail. And that's the whole premise of the song. But it's great. It's a really well done, dope ass story. It sounds great. Mikey Clark crushed the beat. Mm-hmm. The sample's great. Everything about it's great. So, anyways,
yeah. Like I said, I've only heard that song a few times, but I remember being entertained and like puzzled by like, why the fuck? What is this?
It's a fun song, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right.
Murder suicide.
All right, Night of the Chainsaw, Joe Strange. I don't know who. Let's see who Joe Strange is. Are you interested?
I've heard that name before. I've definitely heard it. But this fucking beat, man.
Okay, Joe Strange has an album from 2018. I don't know if he raps. Interesting. Fago Soda Pop.
Yeah, that beat goes hard, man.
This beat is very dope. Sorry, let me turn it up.
It's definitely inspired by a real story. Pencil says. Okay.
Oh, the Shugs and Brooks? I didn't know that.
Man, I don't know. That beat is sick. I don't know if I like it better in the album. The album version's a classic, but this beat. All
right, so I want to praise 3-6 because I was gonna say this beat is perfect for 3-6.
Yeah.
This is a 3-6 fucking beat if you ever heard one.
Yeah.
So they come fucking hard on this song, but great example of missing the beat or I'm sorry, missing the point of the song completely because they don't rap about chainsaws at all. It's just they just rap about thug shit.
Yeah, rap about killing shit.
Which is fine. It sounds great, but also says Joe Strange was a producer for Shady Records. I didn't know that. See,
really?
This is why we do this show live, y'all, because we don't know shit. Yeah. We need y'all. Please tell us.
Don Chaos knows some shit.
Yeah, shout out Don Chaos.
Ninja with a pencil knows some shit. 17 Ninjas. Yeah, man. Nobody, man.
All right, so more Jay. Let's skip through a little bit. I want to give the other. I don't know the guys' names from 3-6. I apologize, but.
I know Project Pat, obviously.
I know DJ Paul. Is this DJ Paul? I don't know.
I think it may be.
This is the one that's on the Katy Perry song. Right? Dark Horse or whatever.
Was he on the, who was on the,
Killjoy?
No, I was thinking the newest Cypher they did.
Oh.
Was that DJ Paul?
I don't know. See, I'm sure they'll tell us. But. All right, good. This remix is dope. The beat is dope as fuck. 3-6 comes hard on it. I like the song as a whole, but I wish they stuck with the subject. That's my only gripe about it. But I can get past it because they are fucking dope.
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to get 3-6 sticking to a subject.
All right, Forever with Ghetto Boys. Another good example of him ruining the concept of a song is whatever song he's on that Psychopathics from Outer Space 2, he's not on the subject at all. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Apparently, he was a wild person. That whole story where he like disappeared at the gathering. Remember that shit?
Yes.
And, like they found him like days later, like coming out of the woods.
Yeah.
Out of the bushes, if you will. Who was that we heard? Was that Willie D or Scarface that we listened to? Oh, there's Willie D.
Yeah, that's Willie D. Man, that verse is
Dude, he's fucking killing it.
that verse is slick.
God damn it. All right, so they definitely should have put this version on the album. They definitely should have used the Ghetto Rainbows on the album. Bro, like, imagine, like, how, like, I don't know how much, like, media press this got at the time, like, in mainstream media, but how much more mainstream media would it have got if it said featuring Color Me Bad and featuring Ghetto Boys on the back of this album?
It definitely would have probably hit the old school hip hop radar.
Right, you know? Like, come on, man. And then they could have used Ice Cube on a different song on here. I would have loved to hear Ice Cube on fucking Shooting Stars.
I wonder if like the fans of these old school rappers, Ghetto Boys, and like they're legit like hardcore fans if they know about this, you know? They know that there's this disc floating around out there that has these guys on it.
Yeah. It's good shit, man. What's up, Mad Prophet? He said, "Is this church now? You guys should rebrand as Shangri-La Sunday Service." That's good.
It's a good one.
Yeah, this is your Sunday morning service.
We might add a little sketch.
Praise the Lord to the dark carnival of Shangri-La, Jesus. Shangri-La.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Wraith. Wraith, speak to me, Wraith.
Pass their collection plate around there, motherfucker. Get up, put that shit in there.
All right, man. All right, let's. We're already almost at an hour and a half, so we're gonna fly through this covers album, and we won't have a lot to say about Freaky Tale.
Yeah, we did our top 6 covers. There's some really good ones on here. Honorable mentions. Mind Playing Tricks on Me is a great cover.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about like that. Yeah, since we are since we did just talk about our covers, we didn't list any of these though, did we?
No.
None of these cover songs made our best covers, unfortunately.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I there's some good ones on here. I did put Jump Around.
Yeah.
Made my list. But
what is this beat from?
dun, 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 dun.
ICB's used this before.
Yeah, they have. I don't know.
Like in the maybe on one of their outro songs or something. Is it I've been to Spokane, Washington, right here.
I don't know.
I'm in the dent. Is that it? What is it from?
I don't think so.
This is dope though. I didn't know this was a
But yeah, that piano sample. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, they've
I
used
know
that.
what you're talking about.
This is an NWA cover. I didn't know that. I never listened to NWA. Excuse me, I'm a white kid from the burbs. I didn't listen. I listened to the Wallflowers when I was coming up.
Wall.
I didn't know Prelude was an NWA cover, but it's pretty cool. All right, but yeah, this is cool. It's fine. I'm gonna skip through it. All right, so the next song, "Jump Around," is the first song, first proper song.
Yeah.
We already gave this song a little bit. Oh yeah, you did have this on your list.
Great. Like I said, good video. I like the song. It's it's not amazingly great, but I think it's a great cover. Like I think they slammed this cover, so that's why it made it on my list.
Yeah, they did a good job. This I think is the best cover on this album. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I would say so.
All right. "Shout." I fucking hate this.
This is the shout,
Yeah.
let it all out.
Blaze sucks. This is probably the worst I've ever heard Blaze on anything. I'm not kidding. I hate this fucking song.
Why did they get Blaze on this?
I don't know, dude.
Blaze want to be on this?
They probably just were like, we don't have Blaze on anything. You want to be on Shout, Blaze? Sure. What Cottonmouth Kings video are y'all talking about? Did you guys see the newest KMK video? The song is so bad, it's comical. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll peep that. Somebody said, are y'all going to do a Killjoy Club? Maybe.
Is it a D-Loc video? Because isn't he the only one left?
I think so. I think it's a bunch of random dudes in D-Loc. I do have to look at that. You want? Maybe. I mean, we can watch it. I don't want to get taken off though. Maybe I'll watch it on Instagram after the show or something. How about
Yeah.
that? You want to do that?
Sure.
This shit sucks, though. I hate everything about this. This singing sucks.
Yeah.
The topic sucks. Blaze sucks.
This is a perfect example of them going outside of what they know how to do.
They tried. I'll give them
Yeah.
that. They tried. But this. They probably, like, back then, they thought they were doing what they did with Heart and Soul today.
Yeah.
But the difference, there's a stark difference. First of all, the original Heart and Soul slaps. The original Shout fucking sucks. It's a bad song.
Yeah,
It
I
fucking
remember.
sucks,
I
dude.
remember as a kid, I liked it, but I couldn't throw that on now.
This song fucking sucks. All right, let me show you Blaze's verse.
Yeah,
I'm just moving on. I don't want to say your shit on
No,
Blaze. I love the
it's
man.
definitely a one they did not do better.
Blaze stays out of the beef. I love the man. I'm a fan. I don't want to say your shit on the man, but that was a bad take, Blaze.
It's that classic gangster West Coast gangster whistle in there.
Now, what is this let's see, Ain't No Future in Your Front. What is this a cover of? Let's see. Here it is. By MC Breed. Okay. Who he shouted out in Forever. Right? Or in the Getting High song.
You know what this reminds me of? Was this a song on San Andreas?
Maybe. Let me Google it. I love that sound right there.
Yeah, that classic West Coast gangster whistle.
Lost Breed and no, hold on. San Andreas. No, hold on.
I mean, it's just a random thing. I could have swore I heard it on there.
Dude, why don't they just keep doing like beats like this and just keep doing songs like this?
Yeah.
Give me, please, ICP, old school gangster rap album like this with beats like this and raps like this.
Yeah.
Give me a whole fucking album of it.
I mean, they sort of did that with Riders.
Yeah, but that was in character. I want ICP.
Yeah.
You know this. Give me a whole album of this, dude. I love it. Like I said, injected in my veins. All right, let's see what was on the soundtrack. Ooh. Doesn't come up. All right. This song's dope, though. Moving on.
Yeah, he's killing it on that.
Yeah, I really like that song. I don't know about the original, so I can't speak on the cover, but it's dope. All right. MC Breed is a legendary rapper from Flint, Michigan. He worked with Tupac. I think they signed correct me if I'm wrong, Don Chaos or anyone, but they signed a artist named Breed to a sub like offshoot of Psychopathic back in the early 2000s called Hatchet House. They had Breed, they had Hatchet House and Urban Music Zone, UMZ Music. UMZ had Breed, and I believe he was the only artist ever on UMZ. Is that the same MC Breed? That's my question. I don't know the answer. I just know that that's a weird coincidence. All right. Nevertheless, do you know what you think about this song?
It's goofy. It's kind of goofy and funny.
Do you know what this is a cover of?
No.
So I know because at this time, what was this? 2012. I had a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and there's a show called Yo Gabba Gabba.
Oh, is that what this is? Wow.
Yes. So this song was literally a song from Yo Gabba Gabba.
Okay.
And I think Violent J's oldest might have been around that age, so this was in the ether of his life, I'm sure.
Okay.
And that's where I think this is inspired.
It kind of fits. I mean, it's a goofy, carny sounding beat, and then it like switches to like that punk.
Yeah, yeah.
It's done that kind of thing
Yes.
before.
So that said, it's a funny, goofy thing. The song is kind of cringe, but as far as ICP remaking a kid's song, I think it's really funny and actually fun and well done. But anyways.
All right, moving
It's a
on.
Robert Troutman beat.
Roger
Roger
Troutman.
Troutman is a beast.
Yeah.
Roger Troutman is a real beast. I think he's from here, by the way. I think he's from Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He worked with Tech Nine and Tupac.
Yeah.
Right. All right, so we're to motherfucking Mikey Clark. That's so dope. This song's dope, man. I don't give a fuck what you say. This song's dope.
Yeah, I like it. It's got Fred Durst in it, right?
All right, what's this? Let's see what this is a cover of. Bitch Better Have My Money by AMG from 1991. I don't know what that song is.
Bitch better.
So this song's all about them just collecting money from bitches for fucking them. This is like a Super Balls, but like them just being like aggressive about like getting paid. They're whores in this song.
Nice.
This song slaps. It goes hard. The hook is sweet. They come with the lyrics. Fred Durst is funny and good on it. I like everything about this song. I truly do. One of my favorites on this cover album. The Mustang. It's so fun, man. All right.
I mean, he fits with their style. If he rapped like that, you
That's
know.
what I was just gonna ask you, like, knowing everything we know about Fred Durst.
It kind of gives me that Kid Rock who asked you kind of vibe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask though, knowing that Fred Durst is for all intents and purposes, is a rock star, but how do you feel about his rap skills?
I think he's okay. I
Yeah.
think he's pretty good. I mean, his shit. I mean, he's got really poppy lines. And he
Yes.
can change his voice and make it sound funny.
He knows how to ride a beat really decent, you know, like a Rocky heavy beat.
He does this interesting thing though, like I think a lot of when you write more rock songs than raps,
Yeah.
where you rhyme like too quickly, like behind each other.
Yeah.
Like, bloodstains in the back of the Mustang, you
Yeah.
know. but but it's dope. I like it. He
Yeah.
does a good job, and he sounds really cool in the song.
I think
man.
that might just be a trope from him, you know, how he rhymes.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would say so.
Justin
It's kind of that rock feel.
Justin Manning. I listened to some of the new Limp Bizkit. It wasn't bad actually, from what I heard. Though I listened to the first like 3 or 4 songs. They released a song the day Yum Yum came out. Or
Yeah.
an album, I mean.
I watched a review, some nerdy guy reviewing Yum Yum, and he said the Limp Bizkit album and Yum Yum were both horrible, but he said the Limp Bizkit album was better.
Oh, I forgot to change the cover. Whatever. Whoa, it's huge. We'll just leave it. All right, moving on. Night of the Living Bassheads. This is a cover of Public Enemy song from 1988. This song's weird. I couldn't decide like if I liked it really. There we go. It's old school.
And you can hear who is it? Chuck D. Chuck in the Jay's verse.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, it was probably a big influence on them.
Like I wonder. So the original is called Night of the Living Bassheads also.
I don't know.
Like I'm interested in this since considering it's by Public Enemy. I can't help but be curious. Hold on.
Yes, same name.
So Jake did like a little speech like this at the beginning too.
This is a dope jam.
Yeah.
God damn. This is a dope
So that's
jam.
what you're
Yeah.
saying. You can hear
Yeah.
Chuck. I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
yeah. You can hear it. Jay doing the exact same thing.
So as far Jay does a good Chuck D impression on this song. The beat is identical.
Yeah.
So it sounds like it's a good cover. I just think the song probably isn't that great. That's my
Take on it. That album cover name is from Waffle House. Yes, we know. All right. Smothered, covered, and chunked. Yes, they loved the dub H.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on.
Waffle Heezy. They're
Yeez.
so shitty and dumpy there.
All right, Beautiful, Indestructible. People in the comments are talking about how they like this song.
The beat's cool. I really don't remember the. Yeah, I mean that beat slaps.
Juggalos, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I fucking hate this. I think it's one of the worst things Violent J's ever put on wax. I say that with no hyperbole. I think he should be embarrassed of this. And I think it should be erased.
Yeah, I can't. I mean,
He made a fucking music video for this song.
the beat slaps. I do like the beat, but God, I wish it was just rapping. Like, why did? You got the singing shit, man.
You know what? And I think this song played. It only fed into my feelings about ICP at the time, which was like I'm not into ICP at this time. And then I hear this, I'm like, look at what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
And they made a video for this fucking song.
Back in these times, some of the videos they chose, at that time I was like, what the fuck? This is what the new ICP shit sounds like. I'm good, man.
I get the message, Juggalos. I'm not shitting on like what he's saying. By no means, like I love positive ICP. We've gushed. That's our favorite ICP. But this song fucking sucks, y'all. The beat is okay, but Violent J sucks at singing seriously. It's a Christina Aguilera song, who is one of the greatest singers of our time.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing, you know? Like what the fuck, y'all? What? Stop just like blindly like liking it for the message. Hate it for the shitty sound.
Yeah. I was never a Christina Aguilera fan. I just wasn't, like, and
I just mean sound wise, she's a good singer, and like everybody knows that. But look, this is fine.
yeah, if the whole song sounded like this,
Right.
I'd be down with it.
Count me in for real.
I can't get behind Jay singing shittily seriously.
Yep.
Like I can't do it. Like he's really bad on that song on Tempest. They sing it a lot
I can't
live.
remember. Yeah.
Like horrible singing, but it's funny. It's
Sure.
stupid. You
Sure,
know?
sure.
I smoke all of they hair.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's horrible singing, but it's
If I was
fun.
a serial killer.
Yeah, if I was a serial, it's funny, so I can get down by it. But when it's this type of shit, I don't know, man.
Listen, y'all are listening to this and loving it. I mean, get the fuck out of here, y'all. I mean,
I wouldn't say it's the most horrible thing Jay's ever sang. I have heard songs where Jay sounded worse.
even high grooving. I'm skipping this motherfucker every time, man. All right, I mean, different strokes, y'all, but I'm not gonna sit here and like. Yeah, I'm always keeping it real with y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and gush about this song, man. You can't get me. All right. We already played a little bit of this song earlier. Mind Playing Tricks on Me. This was on your list, wasn't it?
This is an honorable mention.
Okay.
It was between this or Jump Around.
This song's dope.
Yeah, because I think they nailed this. And this is one of my favorite. I mean, I remember this song when I was a kid. You know what I mean? I didn't know about Ghetto Boys, but I heard this song on like Yo MTV Raps and shit like back in the day when I was a kid. And I remember watching this video and shit and like loving the groove even when I didn't understand it when I was a kid and stuff. But yeah, this has always been a classic, just groovy fucking song, man. And they nail it right here.
Yeah, they kill it. The beat is dope. It's an homage to the original. It's
Yeah.
almost a direct ripoff. Yeah.
It's
classic.
And they sampled that from an R&B song. The Ghetto Boys did, and then now you got ICP sampling it.
Lil White comes correct on this. ABK, I like him on it. I mean, this whole song as a whole is a good one. I think you could probably take You could probably take like 6 songs off this album and make like a dope as fuck EP. You know, I think there's just not a lot of, but there's a lot of there are several filler songs. It's just them talking about shit they're thinking of.
Yeah, classic shit.
Hill's a little white.
Lil White's Lil White.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. He's hype. You know, he's got that raspy, cool voice.
Good old fucking.
Me and the juggalos are trick-or-treating.
All right, whatever. I think this song, "State of Shock," is the sleeper hit. This song hits me like kind of like Heart and Soul does, where like they schooled it completely.
Yeah.
I love this fucking song. I don't know. This might be my favorite on here. This is Jay singing, but it's funny Jay singing. He's not like taking it seriously and shit. Shaggy and him have a really funny like back and forth at the end of this song. It's really fun. Listen to this shit, man.
Yeah, when it's that kind of singing, it works.
You petrify my wood. Mwah, chef's kiss. You know, come on, man. Please, baby, please. All right. Listen. Here comes my favorite part, though. This part right here. That part goes so hard,
that
dude.
slams, dude.
Like I was like when I was listening to this, I was trying to like wrap my mind around the do 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 do, and then they have like the door slam or whatever. Like that's like great engineering. Like however the fuck they thought to put that sound in there. I love it. I don't know what it is about that
It's
though.
probably Mikey Clark, man.
Great.
Yeah.
Scared to skeet. Yeah, this song does sound like Yum Yum-esque shit.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best songs on this.
I love this shit, man. Like nobody. I mean, I know this isn't one that ever gets brought up as a good ICP song, but Juggalos, don't sleep on this fucking song. This is like upper echelon of good ICP shit. If you ask me.
Man. Mate. Oh, see, I'm gonna redo my top 6.
I forgot. I actually forgot how dope this song. I wish I would have put this on.
I might.
here.
Yeah, Jump Around. I think still has just because it's got that video, man, and it's just I don't know.
I think the reason this didn't make mine is because I didn't know about this source material. I don't think I've ever heard the original.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look, scared to skeet, wear a smock. That's right, that's the line. That line is so fucking funny, dude. Hold on, they're about to do it. We're gonna listen to the whole thing here in a second. This song's long too. It's 4.5 minutes. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, I'm gonna skip through it. Shaggy singing.
It works.
It's got it all, man. This song is getting me hyped, Jugs. I'm sorry. I can't contain myself.
Yeah, imagine if this was like this would have been on the album. This should have been on the album.
Yeah, dude. This shit's
It
dope.
really should have.
All right, hold up.
I mean, this is ICP. I'm sorry, not Beautiful Indestructible.
Right,
like
exactly.
This is the shit they need to stick to. This is what they're good at.
Listen,
man.
is that Mike on the guitar?
Probably that or Kumo.
I mean, it
would
sounds like
imagine.
legit. That doesn't sound sampled. All right, let's here. Hold on. This.
Place your lips up on my cock. Harder than a fucking rock. Fatter than a cinder block. I don't wear no Jimmy sock. Fixed with hydraulics like pop. Guaranteed the boots I knock. Take my time like tick tock. Stick my key up in her lock. Shoot my load off like a Glock. Beat it, tap you out like Brock. Pussy wants mother my jock. Work that netting round the clock. Dick don't run out more in stock. Pussy fishing off the dock. Then netting hunter, fuck a crock. Knock that pussy out like Spock. Copy porn, watch him mock. Bring your girls, I'll fuck the flock. Scared of skeet, wear a smock.
Bring your girls, I'll fuck the flock. I mean, come on, dude. How fun was it to write that? You've
Oh,
written
man.
like if me and you were to do a song like if we were just going back and forth, how fun is that?
Oh, it's fun.
God
shit.
damn it, that's so dope, man.
Rappers don't do it enough.
I know. This song is surprisingly dope as fuck too. I listened to this song. I never paid this song any attention until the other day. It's really good. Beats dope. Cold 187. I don't know shit about him. I know like they signed him for a brisk moment.
Yeah, they have the ad in there.
This just dope. Love for Them Gangsters by Eazy-E, featuring Slash. That's wild. I didn't know. I want to hear the original now.
Yeah.
We will check that out here in a
I
second.
wonder if Slash is just like a rapper back then.
I don't know. Eazy-E cover, yep. I don't know who's doing the hook here. They do a good job.
It's probably Cold 187, I would imagine.
Maybe. It sounds really good though. I like this song a lot. This is going on the ICP gangster rap, old school hip hop album.
Yeah.
We just need to make that album.
Make a new like writer style album.
No, I know. I'm saying, yeah, we need to make that playlist.
Yeah.
All right. This song's dope though. Let's go to Hutch. There he is. I like the guitar. I wonder if that's how Slash is in the original. Let's check that out. Fuck it. You want to see?
Yeah. I mean, Slash
Whoops, shit.
and Eazy-E, huh?
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, we're learning all kinds of wild shit today. All right, here we go. Easy Love for Them Gangsters.
Oh man.
Original beats way tighter.
Yeah. It's just it's
like
got
that.
it's got that classic West Coast.
Yeah. We gotta talk over this so we don't get taken
Yeah,
off.
you can't. Yeah, I mean they did a decent job redoing this, but man, you can't beat this original.
Yeah, this is so fucking good. This is just classic, man.
Yeah. That old West Coast gangster like G-funk, you know.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Cole 187 is part of Above the Law. The song Murder Rap was covered.
Okay.
I knew he was part of one of those old rap groups. I completely forgot about that. Thanks for the schooling, Don Chaos. Appreciate that. All right. The OG is pretty dope on that. Oh, and listen. Wait. Maybe that is Slash, bro. Like, who else is doing that back then? Let me click Slash, see if the same Slash comes up. Yeah, bro. Saul Hudson.
Wow. So Slash was on the original.
Damn.
So is Slash on the remake too?
Oh, that'd be dope. I mean, I would like to think that they would have gave him props if that was the case, but who knows. All right, then the last song, Guess My Religion. You got Legs on the hook. This song is interesting. Like, I gave it a couple listens because it's kind of it's a heavier song, I guess. It's still pretty like, I don't know. I guess I don't know what I'm trying to say. It has a actual topic, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where a lot of these don't. It's just about how the church is fucking over people, which ICB's rapped about that many times. So it's kind of cool that they've done this song and it's on here. I went and listened to the Willie D version after this. This is a Willie D cover, and his verse is almost identical. Violent J almost ripped every word right off of his paper there.
Well, he was obviously working with Willie D a lot at this time.
Yeah.
He's probably just had the permission to do it, you know?
But like this also like shows like that they were fans of Ghetto Boys and Willie D back then, and like this kind of shit inspired like Hallelujah.
Yeah.
This inspired Where's God. So it's only appropriate that like they they give props by covering, their idols' shit. It has similar messages to what they're trying to spit. It's ICP's not the whole point I'm trying to make is ICP's not doing anything new.
Yeah.
They brought it to a different audience and shined a different light on it, but they've always been doing the same dope shit.
Yeah, man.
It's true hip hop.
Yeah.
ICP's always done true hip hop.
Yeah. I will say going back and listening to, the Mikey Clark album, the Pop Emporium, I remember that one, but I have not listened to this Smothered, Covered, and Chunked album all the way through, like, I don't think once, right? I've heard some songs off of it, but I've never listened to it all the way once. And I think it's pretty fucking good. There's some misses on there, like,
Beautiful.
but there's a lot of really good songs on there, and they just nail it, man. They probably, this is what made shit like Heart and Soul like come real natural to them, because they went through a time where they were doing these remakes and shit, and they probably learned how to really nail stuff.
Oh
at this
yeah,
time.
dude. You're right. I mean, but as we've learned over these past few weeks, like they've always done it. We just didn't really realize it, These are just more blatant, like, in your face versions, but that is hip hop though. That is hip hop.
Yeah,
ICP's just played the game like everyone else has, man.
Yeah, hip hop has always been sampling other music, always.
All right, man.
That's how it started.
That's it for Smothered, Covered, and Chunked. And last is Freaky Tales. I mean, this is one song, so there's not a whole lot to say about it. It's a 1 hour long song, which is pretty interesting. One thing that's annoying is on Spotify. This is Toby, my new kitty. On Spotify, they have the Mighty Death Pop box set. They have all the albums in perfect order, and then it goes to Freaky Tales. And instead of playing this, it plays a 2-minute outtakes of Freaky Tales.
Really?
This is still on Spotify. You just have to search it separately. By the way, Psychopathic Records, if you want to hire me, once again, I'll be happy to fix up all your Spotify listings. I also would love to fix your lyrics. The lyrics, when I click on Spotify lyrics for Mighty Death Pop, they're often wrong.
Yeah.
Just plain wrong. They will put straight up question marks where they don't know the lyric.
That's like really easy to know.
Yes. Some of them, they like put like half a lyric and then just don't even bother with the next 3 lines. It's a fucking mess and it's a disaster. Hire me and please let me fix it. I'll do a good job. I swear to God.
That's funny. They'll be calling anytime.
Yeah. The number's at the bottom here. All right. What do you think about this song, though?
I've never listened to it all the way through.
I mean, how could you?
I've started it a few times.
No, I don't mean how could you as in like, how could you not? I mean literally how could you do
how
it?
could you listen to it? Yeah. I've put it on and started it and then just like immediately walk away.
Yeah.
Or not. Yeah, I can't pay attention to it.
Like, it's a fun, I'm sure it was a fun, like, exercise for them.
Yeah.
Like, let's write an hour-long song where we just go back and forth with 4 bars about bitches. Like, that's fun, and it's fun and funny, but no one's listening to this song.
Yeah, I might try it again, throw it on, and I mean, here we are reviewing it, and I've never really listened to it, but I just don't have much to say about it, man.
Yeah, it would be as much of a feat as it is to write and record this song.
Yeah.
I think it's as much a feat to sit down and pay attention to it for an hour straight. One song with one beat where people are rapping the same way for 1 hour.
Yeah.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah.
I think to actually enjoy this song, you would have to kind of just turn it on and just like skip to a random part of it.
Yeah. And I knew this was like taken from Too Short.
Yeah.
But Too Short has an hour-long version, or is it Too Short just have a song?
I think he just has a regular song.
Okay.
Yeah, look, even Max Rebo says when he bought it, he got this one. He was freaky bummed. He was bummed. Yeah, I don't blame you. It's definitely the worst of the 3, without a doubt. But it came with the black version of Mighty Death Pop, which is cool. There's the cover, by the way. The cover's cool. It's got a bunch of like naked bitches on it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably eventually buy it because I do want the black version of the Mighty Death Pop. You know, to get that classic black card. But I mean, yeah.
No,
that cover album too, man. Yeah, I might just have to buy it. Fuck, I'm gonna spend $200 trying to get all the fucking Death Pop.
and then you gotta get the vinyl.
Yeah. God.
All right. Well, that's all. I mean, I don't have none. This song is fine. It's just, it's more of a novelty. Like, it's not even a song you can really like care about. Like, no one's ever said, "Freaky Tales is dope." Freaky Tales is a dope
Yeah,
ICP song.
If it actually switched up a little bit more, I might could see. Over it was like a Wizard of the Hood thing, like it was a story where it changed up songs.
Yeah. Why didn't
Like,
they do that?
I could get that, but
Dude,
like,
why didn't they do it? They should have made a whole album, concept album where like 12 different songs of them just every song banging different bitches.
Yeah.
Like that would have been so much doper.
yeah, it don't have to be 12 songs, but at least like switch it up.
Yeah, man. Ah, well.
Is it this beat all the way through?
Yeah, like literally all the way.
Yeah.
A freaky slut 'cause she eats your butt. I seen her digits carved into a stall.
I mean, this reminds me of like carnival era sounds.
We fucking like hogs. It was scary.
The
man.
beat is like very simplistic. It's almost like a
It's too slow though. I couldn't make it through it, man.
it's
And the lines are like you get some funny lines in there, but
Violent J's kind of wicked. If there's a booger in my nose, I'ma pick it. That's like the style.
if
they
he
use for
rapped
that.
like that all the way through and had that like that sound, that was off Beverly Hills, man.
Yeah.
If they had that sound all the way through, I think it might be a little more entertaining.
Yeah. Well,
Because they're screaming like this, like they were in a cipher, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah.
yeah,
You know,
right.
shit like that.
yeah, the Freaky Tales. I mean, it's obviously like when you do a song like that, you probably you're in the zone for that long in the studio. Like you're going to just. How many times they do takes of that?
Yeah.
Like they're just going through. It's like recording an audiobook.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna find a groove and sit in it, and it just is automatic, and it'll sound like it's automatic. Anyway.
It does change up a little bit all through the hour. That's cool. I might throw it in and like try to make it through one day, like while I'm doing some chores or something around the house, and just kind of like try to make. I should at least make it through this. We're kind of a fucking review channel.
Do you want to do an album just on, or an episode just on Freaky Tales,
on
where we
Freaky
talk
Tales?
about
Oh my God.
where we pause it and talk about every
line.
every line.
Holy gee! I mean,
If y'all jugglers want that, give us a thumbs up.
if you guys want it, we'll do it. I mean, it might be might be boring, like more boring than anything we've done, but
or just a listen along where we just sit and listen.
we're just sitting here listening.
Like, oh, dope. We should get like a bunch of people over here. Like, all right, we're gonna listen to fucking Freaky
I mean,
Tales.
ICP's definitely done some like less fun tracks, but like I wouldn't say any ICP track is like extremely boring, but this one's just boring, man.
Yeah, it's
just
dumb.
It's hard to be boring for ICP, but this is it. This is like one of the most boring projects I think they've ever done.
Yeah, I mean, again, it was a novelty. It was an
Yeah.
exercise. It was fun. As a rapper, I could see the fun in this for them. I
Yeah.
could see it, like, even putting it out. But it just sucks that, like, people could have had this dope-ass Mikey Clark album, and they might have got this. That sucks.
Yeah. I remember when this came out, and I knew about all three of the different albums. I was like, yeah, I don't want the Freaky Tales one.
Definitely
man.
don't want Freaky Tales.
But I never did buy this, but I finally got my white version with the Mikey Clark, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah. All right, review Dark Lotus, Albrowski. We did Tales,
We did Tails and we did
Black Rain.
Black Rain.
We never did Opaque Brotherhood or Mud, Sand, Water, Earth, whatever it is.
I'll have to go back and listen to those because, like I said, that was in the era when I wasn't listening. So those are very foreign albums to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are foreign albums to me. I don't listen to the stuff I should have. Here we are. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Freaky Tales.
Well, really, what Phantom Extra Spooky Edition? I've never listened to Phantom. Literally never heard it. I know it's on Spotify. I will check that out.
Phantom Extra Spooky Edition.
That's I think it's a Violent J solo album he gave out at the Gathering. I think some of the songs might have ended up on. No, it was after Shining. I think it's just his other solo album. I've never listened to it.
Stranglemania is fuck yeah, man.
Oh yeah, that'll be
I'd
fun.
love to
Dude,
do
we
those.
used to sit around and do that just for fun. Like
Yeah,
back in, I still have them. A couple of the first couple at least on tape.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, those are so fucking. It's been so long since I've watched
Yeah.
those. We should do that.
Yeah, Opaque Brotherhood. I have listened to that one,
It is good.
and it's been a while, but I do remember that being pretty good.
Yeah, Opaque I think is better than the Mud one, but
I don't remember Mud at all, man. I must have not even tried that one.
I think I listened to it maybe twice.
Yeah.
One of them was like in the shower, and I was jerking off through half of it.
Phantom. I don't even know what Phantom is, dude.
It's the I don't know. You'll not be disappointed. All right, Double D. All right, bro. We'll get there. We still got the Shaggy solos. We still got Psychopathics from Outer Space 2. We still got some old Twisted to go through. There's plenty to go through. So, I know you.
Yeah.
We did kind of go Joker's card
Yeah, I
here.
Probably should take a break and do some some other psychopathic releases.
Yeah, because if we do Missing Link, like we will have done every single Joker's card. That's literally the only one we haven't done.
Yeah.
But like we got a lot to do and a lot more to talk about and fun shit and more bits and ideas, and we're gonna keep it coming, man. We're having fun doing this. So as long as y'all keep enjoying it, we'll keep doing it.
Yeah, I'll talk about it. I'll keep talking about everything. I don't care. I'll redo the fucking first six again. I don't give a
Absolutely.
shit.
It's just fun to hang and talk, and
Yeah.
we love listening to that's what this boils down to, man. We love the music, we love listening to it. It feels great to listen to it and talk about it, and that's all we want to do,
I do love the music, but if there's something I don't like, I'll say it.
without a fucking doubt. All right, man. You ready to shuffle the fuck up on out of here?
Yes, sir. Let's slide this back into the deck.
All right, we will catch y'all next time. Go to deck1del.com and see ya.
And it's awesome.